8. Well, hello my beautiful friends. Today is a new day and we are off to an adventure. We are gonna be going to see the Christmas lights at Lake Estate down in Largo. It's Lake Estate, right? Lake Estate Park down in Largo. We do this every year. It's so fun because it's 3 miles of Christmas lights throughout this neighborhood, and you can donate money and it goes to the Suncoast, I believe, hospice. So it's something we like to do every year, and it's a great activity for the kids, especially when it's a little chilly. They can pop their heads outside the window, stand up in the car, and just have a good time. So that's where we're going. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Officially time for me to go to bed. But I really wanted to focus today on a video just kind of sharing with you guys my nighttime skincare routine, because as a mom of 3, to be honest, I really don't have a lot of time to dedicate to my face. So I tend to like to use the same products over and over and over again because I know they work. I don't like experimenting too much with different types of products because I do suffer from really sensitive skin. And if I switch lotions, sunscreen, face wash even, my skin will react. Like, it'll burn, it'll be itchy. It's such a hassle, to be honest, that I really stick to the same products These are like my trusty every month, everyday products. And I wanted to share them with you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. First off, we are going to start with face wash. For my face, I like to use this Derma E face wash, and this specific face wash is amazing for sensitive skin. I find that it works really, really well. It has a little bit of hyaluronic acid, chamomile, vitamin E. It does wonders for my skin. This is one thing that is really difficult for me. Face wash. I switched recently to another one because everyone was raving about it. It burnt my skin. Like, it literally burnt around my mouth. It's wild how sensitive my skin is. So I always tend to just go back to my trusty Derma E just because it really takes off all of my makeup. And that is huge for me because I don't do multi-steps. I don't use a toner. I don't use wipes. I just use my hands and a good soap slash face wash, really. And this one is amazing. I repeat this every single month because it's the only one that works. Plus, I also use a little bit of Baby Johnson soap. And it's this one. This baby shampoo is what I use for my eyes, specifically just because I have, I don't know, developed this problem as I'm older where I really suffer from like styes. Like, I don't know, they just always come up. And I had a sty so bad that it turned into a hard ball, and it has a specific name where it's like the next level of a sty. And I actually was going to have to get it like cut open and drained, but luckily I found this crazy medicine concoction online through YouTube videos because I was like, I refuse, I don't want that surgery in my eyeball. And it consisted of baby shampoo plus tea tree oil. And you mix them together, and then you pat it, and you guys, it cleared up that sty that when I went the day of the surgery for my eye, that doctor was like, there's nothing there for me to actually do. He's like, what did you do? And I was like, oh, I just used baby shampoo and tea tree oil. He's like, okay, well, it worked because obviously it's gone. And then he also told me, keep using the baby shampoo. This is what he recommended. I don't know what's in this. Apparently this makes styes not form as easily. And I can attest to that because when I went to Japan, I ended up having a sty because I did not take this one. I took a new face wash that I was gonna try, and that was a horrible mistake because I feel like it didn't really take off all my makeup properly. So these two are the ones that I really like. This one I just ordered on Black Friday and it came broken, but usually it has a pump at the top. So right now I just have to kind of open it and scoop it out. But these are my trusty face washes. So let's wash our face. Face, I really enjoy the Pacifica products. They're relatively clean ingredients, not the cleanest, but they work for my skin. They don't burn, they really hydrate. I feel like, I don't know, they work. So I like to use the vegan collagen line, and this one is like in a pink jar. It comes in this type of packaging, and I use these right here plus the eye cream. So this is the serum that I place first, and then I use the overnight lotion. The eye cream is also a fan favorite of mine. I feel like it works. I don't know, I don't have like a lot of wrinkles, and it's their recovery eye cream, which is this little tiny one right here. And it works really well. As I said, it doesn't burn my eyes. I usually start with this finger, so my ring finger, And I place it on the bottom and then just work my way up very lightly and then around. I really like this. Now, I will not always use the overnight lotion. And the reason I don't always use it is because I have a very sensitive part in my face, which is around my mouth. This area right here tends to get burnt really easily with lotions or face washes that do not agree with my skin. Or it just like dries up in the winters really, really bad. So this is when Weleda comes into play. And I love this lotion. It is so great. I recommend everyone have the Skin Food one and use it at night, whether it's once a week, twice a week, or every night. So I tend to use this like so. Like at the moment, the rest of my face hasn't been very dry, but right here in the circle around my mouth, I tend to get the driest. So I place the Weleda on this, and then I'll place the Overnight everywhere. If I really want to hydrate my whole face, then I'll place it everywhere. So I enjoy using this because it just really hydrates your skin. Even when I want like a glowy finish with my makeup, this is amazing for underneath makeup. But I usually tend to use it in the winters a lot, all over my face. And if I want like a glowy skin, a lot of makeup artists recommend it. If you Google it, you'll see like all of them tend to use it for that really glowy finish. Because look, it really does leave your skin, I feel like, super hydrated. I don't know, it's great. I love it. And speaking of Weleda, I also love this specific chapstick. I don't really tend to use chapstick, the brand. I like this one. This I discovered in Germany when we lived there, and it is so good, you guys. It has great ingredients, and I find it's the only one that really hydrates my lips, like hardcore. It's amazing. Like, I love it. So those are basically the products that I use on my face. The vegan collagen recovery cream, like I mentioned, I tend to use a lot more in the summer when I'm not needing that deep hydration. But in the winters, you know, sometimes we just need a little something to keep us hydrated. Something that I did forget to mention and I did not put on today is the vegan collagen serum. These two go together. So I tend to use these two together. First, you put on this and then you put on the recovery cream. They work really well. I don't tend to like it with the Weleda because this is already so moisturizing that I really don't need this. I tend to kind of use one night this and then one night these two together. But these always together. Just tonight I didn't really use them because I want to really hydrate my skin tonight. As I mentioned, I have a little irritation around here in my mouth during the winter. It just gets really dry. And so I tend to use the Weleda way more in the winter. But that is everything, my friends. As I mentioned, I am very minimalist when it comes to what I put on my face. And I tend to use the same products over and over again. I've tried other things and they just don't work. I do want to give a special shout out though to Fit Glow. If you've been here for a while, you guys know I love Fit Glow. It's expensive. So it's one of those things that I don't buy all the time, but if you have the money, Fit Glow it is, my friends. I love their face products. It was the only other face product plus Pacifica that actually worked for my skin, didn't burn my skin, made me have the most beautiful skin. So I also recommend that brand. I'll leave their website down below. There's no affiliate links, no nothing. I just really love their products, you guys. And I miss them. Next year maybe I'll start buying them again. I figured maybe I'd finish these off because I'm still not done with a lot of these, and the next batch I'm gonna go back to Fit Glow because I do really love how they feel on my skin, the way my skin looks. It just looks so good. But this completes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Tell me one of your favorite products that you use at night. I know a lot of people use toners. Maybe I should get one. I don't know. Like, I don't have time, and I feel like what I do now works for my skin. It looks good. I don't tend to get a lot of acne either. In the summer, I do get what they call like heat acne from working out and running and riding my bike. I do have like these little tiny blemishes. They're like little bumps, white bumps. But other than that, it's pretty clear. Right now, I'm a little broken out from eating a lot of chocolate. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. Like always, remember to dream big, be brave, and explore life. Until next time.